Turn it off. Turn the light off. I got my light on.
Okay.
Alright, today is June 12th, 2022. So Krista. So I'm taking Krista to all my ghost hunting spots. And right now we are in Deep River, Connecticut at Fountain Hill Cemetery at the man XYZ. This plant is new, and this plant is new, and there seems to be no change on it right now. Normally there's a lot of change on it. Maybe they took the change in both these plants, but I come here kind of a lot. When I first found this grave, you here? Okay. Mm-hmm. When we first heard about this story, it's actually in Legendary Connecticut, and I just didn't remember it because I've read Legendary Connecticut in like 2001, and I forgot all about it. And then someone told me about it. It popped up, so we came here, and we looked for it. I was with my boy Joe, who passed away. It was like a really good friend of mine, and we looked for it, and then we came here with Davis Richardson, who did an incredible article on me on Uprocks. It's like this really famous website, and like he wrote about the time we went out together looking for this grave, where he was like, remember I told you like, oh, that I was like, that guy got the biggest dick in the cemetery because he got the tall obelisk, and that's how me and my boys talk. We joke around about it. We were doing that in front of him, and he didn't get our like lingo, and he wrote about that in the article. I thought it was kind of funny. He was like, yeah, he was talking about dick measuring contests even in death, and I was like, so it was kind of funny, but we didn't find it, and then I came here with this girl Amanda one time. So we looked the whole cemetery, didn't find it. Came back in the daytime, didn't find it. Came back at night again, didn't find it. And I was hanging out with this girl Amanda, and I randomly found it, and it was probably 2017. And I've been here, a whole bunch of times. It's in ghost journals, probably like, I don't know, 7 or 8 times. It's in my new journal a bunch of times. I make my rounds. There's the spots I go to. At this point, it's kind of hard to find spots I don't go to that much that I haven't heard of, or like there's spots I only get to once in a while because they're really far away, like Kent, Connecticut, and like Bar Hack I go to maybe like once a year or something like that. There's spots I go to once in a while. Like I went to the castle in Danbury. I go there every once in a while. I went in January, but this is one that I kind of frequent because recently, if you've been paying, if you're one of the 15 viewers who watch my YouTube videos, you'll notice that we just went to Race Hill Road Cemetery, and I was talking about, like, I went in by myself. She was scared. She was in the car, and I was talking about how there's a bunch of spots up Route 80. So the way to do it is to come all the way down Route 80 and then take the left, come all the way down here into Deep River, and then on the way back turn down Rosemead Hill Road, hit the one that's on Rosemead Hill Road, hit North Parker Hill, turn around, go all the way up, hit North Chestnut Hill Road Cemetery, go to Nineveh Falls, and then the last one would be Race Hill Road on your left, and make a whole night out of it. Like if I was hanging out with my boy Trapper right now, we would be up till like 1 o'clock in the morning. We hit all 6, well, what is that, 5 or 6 of them? We hit every single one of them, and you know what I'm saying, get activity. And even if we really wanted to, we'd go out a little further to like Old Saybrook and go to like Duck River or something like that, depending on if we're feeling froggy or not. But this is a spot that I come to all the time. And so let me tell about the legend. So I just told you in the car, but I have a couple videos of the spot already, but there's probably lost in translation because I do post a lot of videos, and I understand that. So the story goes, in the late 1800s, there was a gang of bank robbers, and they went to a local bank in Deep River, and all of them got away except one guy got killed. I guess the bank, I don't know if it's a Wachovia now or what. I should go to the bank and check it out because I guess they got the shotgun hanging above the door.
Ooh, we should go. Let's go to it.
We should definitely check it out. I've never done it, so that's something that me and you could do together. That'd be kind of dope. Because I come here all the time. But they got this guy, and no one knew who he was, and an anonymous letter was sent telling them to bury him here as XYZ. And there was a woman, this is like the late 1800s, this is like, way before Twitter and fucking Instagram and Facebook. This is a long time ago, and a woman was seen in like a Mary Poppins ball gown frequenting the spot, and like she would be around this area, so people thought she was like here to visit this grave. But like no one could ever find out who she was or anything about her. She was just like this mysterious woman with a veil on and a dress, and she would come here and whatever, and they thought she had something to do with it, but he was a bank robber, and it became like a legend. I don't know if this place is haunted. This cemetery is huge. It's not as big as the cemetery I work at in West Haven, but it's big. There's a man who was trampled by an elephant is buried here. There's a man who was a pitcher in Major League Baseball, and he threw a pitch that Babe Ruth hit a home run on. Not that that's like something to be famous about, but like, you know, Babe Ruth whacked out a homer to one of his pitches. Like, I guess that's kind of cool, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, I don't know. There's a few other people that are like notable in here, and like, literally, if we walk down that way, it gets kind of. You wanna go for a little walk? It gets kind of scary. Like,
no.
You might not be able to handle it. Like,
no, because there's like, I already saw. There's like. It's like pitch black woods.
You go around there, there's actually in the pitch black woods,
yeah.
There's a couple graves in the fucking woods. I'm like, yo, that dude is crazy to be buried like there. Like, it's literally like a dirt trail, and there's like a couple graves down there. Me and my boy love it. It's like, I'm like, that guy's a fucking maniac to be buried like there. And then you go over there's a couple like where things, it's on a hill. Like I said, it's not as big as my cemetery or the one in Derby or anything like that, but this is a pretty big cemetery. And it takes a little bit of while. There's a lot of hills and stuff like that. And like, you know what I mean? If you're just walking around, I come here, visit him, and then just kind of like make my little rounds and then leave. But if you made a night out of this and you like walked around and like took evidence and stuff like that, you could be just here for like a couple hours, no doubt, just walking around. It's huge. It's definitely.
There's some pretty weird noises coming from the.
Yeah, there's animals. There might even be bears in here. A couple times we were afraid that there might be like, you know, bears and shit.
You wanna hold it? I'm gonna hold it.
Yeah, I don't care. I'll hold it.
It's a cool story though. So where's the Wachovia? It's
I don't know. We should find out which one it is. It's
right
online. Like, no, we can't go right after here. It's gonna be fucking closed.
No, we can look on the out. Oh, it's not on the outside.
It's on the inside. Yeah, it's like hanging up on the wall. I don't know what it is. It's like if you do the Wikipedia for that story. Oh, over here let's go check out the pet cemetery. Yeah. So I kind of want to, like, in all due respect to my fallen feline friend Sally, who was my best little friend, sweet little angel from heaven. I love that cat so much. She died. It's coming on 2 years now, and I like miss her greatly. I have her ashes, but this is a pet cemetery. And it's actually kind of fucking cool. They got like all sorts of, like, check it out. Like little, like they got little graves with little cats and stuff. Like some of them are like laser pictures. Like how fancy you want to get, like how deep your bank account is basically. You could do whatever. You put one on there and you could have like the laser etched of whatever. I wanna. When I get some money, that when money's not a thing to me anymore, and I get a lot of money, like they're all over here. Like this one's sick right here. This is the one I'm talking about, the laser etching. Look at that one. It's got like a look. It's a fucking. Come over here. Come over here. Some of the names. Look at that one. That's a golden retriever. Like it's like a photo. Look at it. Look at your phone. Put your phone on it. Look at that.
Molly.
That shit is dope.
Such a good girl. Wow.
So
Molly Moo.
When I get money, I want to do something like that with Sally and bury her ashes here. So this way she could be enjoyed by other people, and I could come here and visit her all the time. I'll keep maybe like a little bit of her ashes and make like a bead out of it, because I got my grandma's ashes and my beads and stuff. I'd keep like a little bit so I always have them, but I'd bury them here so she has like a final resting spot.
Well, maybe once we get a house, we can have our own pet cemetery.
Yeah, but like this is dope though, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, it could be doper.
No, definitely not going to be doper than this. This is fire.
Shadow. Rusty.
No, I would definitely get the laser one. Brownie.
And this one is blank. This one's blank.
I would definitely do it over there, and I would do the black one, and I'd do a picture of her. Like my boy Woody from Jiu-Jitsu, retired Marlboro cop. He's one of my good homies. He's a photographer, very skilled photographer. He took a really dope photo of Sally before she passed. When she was a big cat. She was chunky. Like she was so big that her belly would like drag on the floor, and you could like, she was like 18.5 pounds, and you could like squeeze her belly and just kind of like whatever. And she loved it. She loved attention. She never got mad. You could literally just grab her like take both hands and just grab her chunk and just go like that, and she would sit there and like go like that to you. She was a different. She was a different kind of cat. Like I've never met a cat like everyone loved her. People would come over like, "Where's your cat? Where's your cat?" Like she was just like so famous. Like everybody loved my.
You're on 10 minutes, FYI.
More people loved that. It would come visit the cat, not even me. You know what I'm saying? Like my boys were like, "Where's your girl at? Where's your girl?" And like would come see the cat. And then when she got sick, she had like a blockage in her thing. She got so skinny and like her spine was whatever. I had to put her down. It was like fucking horrible. I had to put her down on August 4th, which is one of my best friend Anthony's birthday. But
wait, did you hear that?
She's been going for a little while now, and I still like miss her. I always say when I die, I know it's not gonna happen like that because it's not gonna be the way you want it to. But like I always hope that before I like meet my